Hey all, in this video we will see how we can use draw.io or diagrams with VS Code. We all might have used draw.io, currently known as diagrams, in order to create various kinds of flows, streamline diagrams, topology diagrams, etc. Draw.io or diagrams is available on browser as well as a desktop app. But today, in this video, we will see how we can use it with VS Code. So, let's jump onto our VS Code editor. The first thing that we need to do is install an extension, that is draw.io integration. So, we go to extensions and we search here for draw.io integration. So, install this extension locally. Once you have installed this extension, you can go back to your code editor and create a file with extension either as .dio or .draw.io. So what I will do is I will create something like, let's say, architecture.dio. Instead of .dio, you could also use draw.io as an extension. So once you create that file, you will notice there is a draw.io canvas that is embedded. Here you can use it to create different kinds of diagrams. You could either create flow diagrams, or you could click on advanced or click on more shape in order to create different kinds of diagrams that are available. Here we will keep it very sweet and simple. I will go and create, let's say, a rectangle with something known as component 1, and let's say I create another component, that is component 2. Alright, and I connect this with an arrow. In addition to this, you can expand this and give different kinds of colors as you wish. Okay, you can also add text, let's say draw.io integration. Okay, so you have various kinds of options here that you can use. Once you save this, you have various options to either export it as an SVG, JPEG or a PNG file. You could do that by opening your command palette, searching for draw.io and clicking on export to option, and then selecting the target format for your output. Instead of exporting, I will show you another interesting way wherein you could create an editable SVG so that you could edit it on fly, and the same could be embedded into your documentation or your readme file, etc. So let's try that out. So what I will do here is I will click on Ctrl+Shift+P or Command+Shift+P on Mac, search draw.io and select convert to option. Once you select the convert to option, select the draw.io.svg. I would recommend this option as this has a better clarity when you compare it with the PNG one. Okay, so I'll select .draw.io.svg as my target. Once you do so, you will notice your file has been renamed to .draw.io.svg. Now this SVG, as you can see, is an editable one. I could go and create various parts here, okay, and all of this is editable. So this could be very handy if you would want to include this diagram within your documentation, right, or your readme file. So let's try that out. I could go here and create a readme.md. Okay, And within this readme.md, let's refer to our file. Okay, so I could give some kind of a heading here, documentation. Once I save this, let's open in the preview mode. As you can see, we do have the documentation or the diagram embedded here, which is nothing but this SVG. Now, what we will do is, we will make some editable option here. We'll edit this diagram, okay, and we will save it, and you will notice it's reflected immediately in your readme file. Isn't that interesting? Now, the advantage of doing this is you could ship your diagrams along with your code or as part of your version control, so that there can be team collaboration. The team could create modification or upload any changes to it in the similar process to how you deal with the code. Okay, so that's all I wanted to show in this video. Hope this was useful. If you did like this video, then please do subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you stay up to date with all the videos that I publish. I will see you in the next video. Until then, happy learning.